to get influenced. I mean, you go to the restaurant with, you know, a few coworkers or whatever the case may be, and they're all getting a burger and fries, and it's hard to just sit there and eat that salad and not pick off some, you know, your buddy's plate. Like, it's really hard, and that's why it's so much easier when you have like support, or you have other people that are going to be getting that salad with you, because it's, I mean, you can have all your reasons to eat the salad, but it's not to say that that fry doesn't look good. Like, seriously.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the 100% truth. Just in our own experience, like, we were watching TV last night, and my husband and I have been juice fasting for the last couple of days, and so we're sitting there watching TV, and we're not watching TV, we're watching Netflix. But you know, food is still in Netflix, in movies. It's not just in advertising. Like, people think, oh, don't get cable because you're going to see commercials. Yeah. Suggestions are in those things. And so we saw food, and we're like, geez, we don't even like that thing he's eating right now. But it looks so good to us that we should just eat it anyway, you know? And like, we were just like, and then that's what led to us going to eat something. So I said to Matt, I said, it's almost like if you ever want to do a juice fast or something like that, or even do a raw food cleanse. Not that everybody can do this, but if you have the actual chance to go to a place that you can get away from everything, get away from the TV, even books, because I mean, you'll read books, they'll talk about food and books. Yeah. Then you can like really hone in, relax, not think about the foods that will change your mind, will influence you. As much as people can influence you in person, even people on the TV screen can influence you. Exactly. Which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah. And yeah, I've got another juice here that I made like just this morning, and it's simple. It's got like 5 or 6 ingredients. We've got cucumber, red cabbage, spinach, parsley, and celery. That's it. Oh, ginger. Ginger, yeah, to add a little bite to it. So it's pretty good. I kind of like to call it Barney's dinosaur pea. No, I'm just kidding. Don't think of it that way because you won't want to drink it subconsciously. But it is very purple. You know? Barney's purple. So, it's really good. I like it, and I mean, my husband's like really picky, like as we've talked about before, with the whole hemp seed oil ordeal, and of course he tried some of your green smoothie with the pineapple juice in it.
That didn't go over well either,
but we were discussing that, and he thought that he thinks what it was is that it was more chunky. Okay. So he's thinking of
texture. Yeah, texture has a big yeah, certainly. Like when you're used to it, it's okay, but when you're not used to it, you really gotta like mix really well because it'll make a big difference.
Yeah, and you could tell when I was sitting there in that video, and I was just like, and then like a chunk like just, you know. So yeah, it does make a big difference.
How are you doing with the binging? And because I know that was our big topic the other day, and I know we discussed it a little bit today, but.
Let's go into it further.
I know for me it's been better, but still an issue, and I'm really starting to realize, like, I don't know if it's just because it's winter time, it's kind of getting colder, everybody's like, oh, you know, like, you do want warming foods, you want, like, you know, that kind of thing, and even if the foods I'm kind of binging on are not, they're not bad foods for the most part, like, okay, maybe once, but for the most part, I mean, the other day it was like a mushroom barley soup. Like, okay, it's a cooked food, but I found that it was the the salt, like I think it was the saltiness and like
And salt will make you retain.
yeah, and I just like, I don't know, like there's just certain foods that, you know, like I said, they're not necessarily bad. Like, well, I mean, the salt is, you know, certainly not awesome, but you know, like it's all vegan, even if it's vegan cooked food, and
Yeah.
but I still, you know, just
It's the
sometimes-
comfort.
Yeah.
We long for that comfort, and the warmth gives us that comfort. So the more comfort we have, you know, and that's the thing, when you eat more raw foods, you tend to lower your body weight and your fat percentage, and what happens is when you have less fat, you get colder easier.
Yeah, it's hit zero, and like, well, I mean, last winter I was still about 30 pounds heavier than I am now, because I had just, you know, Ben was 6 months, and I had a hard time getting the weight off, and the winter before that I was very pregnant, and you know, so I, you know, like, and then, so it's been a couple winters since I've been, you know, like, kind of more lean, and I was pretty cold yesterday.
I can imagine.
And it wasn't even really that cold, it was like 0 Celsius, so.
We went through the same thing, especially with juice fasting or water fasting. My mom kind of laughed, you know, when I was telling her we started it, and she's like, interesting time to start a juice fast. We're about to have a storm in a couple of days. And I was like, oh, well, I don't pay attention to the weather, so I just, you know, go out every day, and if it's nice, great. If it's not, it's not. I sometimes dress accordingly, sometimes I don't, you know. I just kind of live for the moment, and so it's like, it was hilarious. She's right, you know. We started right when but it felt right.
Yeah.
We had just watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead and the documentary Eating, and wow, like, it changed Matt's outlook in a split second. And so, you know, he's been trying to find a healthy way without, you know, where he stops eating completely, you know, where some people, you know, will do that to lose weight, but he's been trying to find a way to lose weight healthily. And so juice fasting, there's many people, especially the guys on the documentary, they get their blood done during the documentary on Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead, and like their stuff was coming up better and better each time they went. And one guy was on his fast for like actually they both were, I think, for like 60 days.
Wow.
A juice fast, and they looked amazing afterwards, and their energy was just so vibrant, and now they're spreading health to other people.
When I first met you, I mentioned, you know, that most of my adult life, I've been anemic, well, or at least borderline anemic for a lot of times, and we went more, well, I guess we would say, like, we went kind of vegan-ish, like, I mean, by all terms, we're vegetarian, but, you know, mostly, like, you know, 99% or 98% of the time we're vegan. So for the most part, like, we've been doing really, really well with that, and so that's been since the end of January. And my family doctor is vegan, so he really supports us in our decision to do the same thing.
That's amazing.
And for the first time in my adult life, without really, you know, I would take a supplement here or there, like an iron supplement, but for the first time in my life, I am not anemic and not even close to being borderline, just really in the middle. I had my 1-year-old son tested because he's pretty much never had an animal product.
I love that point that you're making. That a lot of people think you need red meat to get, you know, the iron.
Yeah,
That's necessary. That's amazing.
And I've always hated red meat. I would like try and force it. Anyways, it was just horrible. But yeah, even my son, like, he's 18 months old and he's like A1, you know, with everything. So
Amazing.
it's perfect.
And I like that idea that you've started your child out like very clean. And so it's really quite an inspiration for you know, us to see this way and see you doing it, because now we'll know how to implement it better with our children. That's all for today. Signing off, it's Lisa
And Christine.
Have a wonderful